Good morning, everyone. We're here this morning at Stillwater down at Ellengowan with one of the owners of the property, Nick Adamson. Ronnie couldn't be here today, unfortunately, but
Morning,
Nick's here.
James.
Morning, Nick.
Yes.
And
James.
Arthur and myself, James Croft from Ray White Rural Pittsworth. And this is just a little segment on what Nick thought of the experience through the rural property transaction period and what he thought of how the experience was. So welcome, Nick.
Thank you, James.
First question, why did you choose Ray White Rural Pittsworth to sell your property?
Well, with our prior experience with you at Brooklyn and your reputation, we thought you'd do the best job for us, and you have.
Thank you very much.
So,
yep.
You and James, I've got to know you over the years, and you don't sort of push pole people and tell them things they can't achieve. You're very realistic with your expectations, and you're very professional, I must say.
And your overall experience with the selling process?
It was very satisfactory. It was for the first time having an auction. It was a little nerve-wracking for us, but overall, I would say it was brilliant.
Yeah. How did you feel about the inspections? Did everything run smoothly?
Yeah, incredibly. Yeah, they were good, and the people that looked were really nice people. We got very few time wasters. You blokes weeded them all out before they sort of turned up, and it was good. It was a great experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
And did you feel supported, through that process?
Totally. Yes. Totally. And any questions I had, your answers were quite professional and practical. They weren't. I'd have some pretty dumb things. I asked you some pretty dumb things, and you were quite good about it, to be honest. Yeah.
Looking back, what was the most stressful part of selling your property, and how did you handle it, Nick?
The auction process itself, it was quite stressful. My wife chose to go into the
another room,
the secret room with our eldest son.
and silence.
Yes, and I had a surprise visit from a good mate of mine.
Yep.
Who took the pressure. It would have been really good if you're outside looking in, but being part of it, it was a little nerve-wracking, but it was good. The result was fantastic. So.
What was the most satisfying, rewarding part of the process, Nick?
I think
knowing us.
Well, aside from that, of course, that's a given. But I think the quality of the people that looked at the place, that was the most. So there were 3 really genuine people or families bidding on the place, and they all showed genuine interest. And when you guys found them, so I think that was and the result we got at the end. It was. Everyone says, that's what you'd expect. Well, expecting it and getting it, 2 different things, and we were very, very pleased with the result. The price that we got for our place.
Do you have any tips or advice for anyone else thinking about selling their property, Nick?
Don't use anyone else.
Okay. Well, that's very humbling.
Very, very nice.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, very humbling.
It's been great.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the communication from ourselves or the team during the campaign, the wider team?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Ronnie was, my wife is very, she gets quite nervous about things, and she was, other than our initial discussions when we were setting the reserves, when she was a bit concerned, it was great, for her to have sailed through that with very little problem was great. It was, and I actually enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's easy to sell something you love.
Yeah.
Were
you happy with the marketing strategy and how the property was presented?
Absolutely. It was stunning. It was, when we did that,
yep.
The drone man and,
yep.
and the presentation of all the photos. It was awesome. It was it looked that good. I nearly wanted to buy it myself. Really, it presented really well, and you'd like to, and people say, how much it cost? I said, well, it doesn't matter really how much it cost us. Look at the result we got.
Yeah,
it was
sure.
It was brilliant.
Yep. No.
You get what you pay for.
Sure. And you probably answered this question, but I'll ask it again. How do you feel about the auction phase?
Yeah, a little nerve-wracking, but having known that we had 3 quality bidders on the place, and that all comes from your connections, they don't just appear. I was quite, happy about the fact that, we were going to get a reasonable result, at least with the people that we had. So, it was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Got a bit addicted to it, actually. I'd like to do it again.
Did the final result meet your expectations?
Totally.
Yep.
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Yep.
And I suppose lastly, would you recommend Ray White Rural Pittsworth to other sellers, and if so, why?
Absolutely. Oh, well, you're just very professional. You're decent. You're nice people. You're not pushy. You don't give us unrealistic expectations, and you've got a really good handle on the market and also a lot of contacts of people looking for rural property. So, it's the whole package, really. Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere else, honestly.
Well, we really appreciate your time chatting with us, Nick. And it was a great program on behalf of James and I. We thoroughly enjoyed working with you and Ronnie. And I think it was a great outcome for everyone. And thank you very much for your time today.
Pleasure, James.
Thank you.
James. You slip me the 100 later?
Yeah, later, mate.
Yeah.